My name is Associate Professor Amy McCart Reed, and I'm a Senior Principal Research Fellow at the University of Queensland Centre for Clinical Research. I did my PhD here at the University of Queensland, following which I went to work in the UK at Cancer Research UK for about 4.5 years. I came back to Brisbane and started my career journey working in the breast cancer research lab of Professor Sunil Lakhani, which has been a turning point in my career. From this point, I've really established myself as an independent researcher. I am a molecular pathologist. I work to understand the different subtypes of breast cancer and apply different genomic and spatial transcriptomic technologies to better understand how breast cancers differ from each other. I'm currently working to understand the differences between special breast cancer subtypes like metaplastic breast cancer and invasive lobular carcinoma, as well as working to understand which kinds of sequencing will be best to implement in the Australian breast cancer care pathway to really underpin precision oncology for breast cancer patients. I've always been curious, and I found cancer to be fascinating from my teenage years, I would say, as to why someone who looked outwardly well could actually be living with something that was trying to kill them. It just did not make sense to me, and I wanted to understand why the cells were doing that to someone. I'm really passionate about working on clinical research. I think that the best way to make gains for patients is to use clinical samples to study the actual source of the problem while we're trying to solve the problem. For most of my adult life, I had ascribed to the idea that I choose not to run, but decided that in my challenge to get myself a little bit more fit, that I might actually be a runner. And I've joined a running club, I have running friends, and I'm now training for what I'd like to rebrand as the full 21.1, because half of really far is still far. I also like to support my kids in their different sporting activities, and against all odds, I've become a netball mum.